Hi Precious Squad, welcome back. Today's video I'm going to walk you through a full lace melt and show you how I melt my lace, very detailed. Plus I'm giving you guys a 3-day wig review after I have applied this wig. So if you want to see everything that I do, make sure you keep on watching. Today's video is a very detailed video on how to apply the HD invisible lace and get it to melt. I'm going to show you the steps that I take to get my lace to melt. So this wig is 180% density, which is a very thick density, and it's a very hard density to get to look very natural. So today's video I'm going to show you the steps that I take to make my thicker densities look very natural. As you can see, this wig also comes with the combs and adjustable straps. If you wanted to wear this wig glueless, you could. I am going to glue this down with the boho adhesive today, and I have not used wig adhesive in a while, so I'm going to show you how I do that. Also, here is a close-up of the lace and how undetectable it is against my skin, and also the pre-plucked hairline. So let's jump right in. Before I apply my wig, I want to prep it for a natural application. The first step I'm going to take is to bleach the knots. Now today's video is going to be very slow, a little bit more detailed than any of my other videos. I'm not going to speed through most of the steps that I take because I want to just give as much detail as I can. So about the knots, I like to use a bleach that is purple or blue in color because it actually helps to reduce the brassiness in the wig. Now this one, I will link it below if you are looking for a bleach. I have two different types that I like to use. So after I let that sit for about 30 minutes, I rinse it out. Now, as you can see, I have spill out onto the hair. I'm going to show you how I correct that in just a second, but the knots are really bleached. And I love the fact that they have like this yellowish tint because it matches me. If you are brown skin, I would recommend taking your knots to brown instead of blonde. For lighter skin, take it to blonde. The first thing I'm going to do after I bleach the knots is pluck the hairline out. As you can see, the hairline is already pre-plucked, but I want a more natural, softer hairline, so I'm tweezing out a lot of the hair around the front. So I spent about 20 minutes tweezing out the front. I didn't take that long. Now I'm also going to tweeze out some of the hair in the parting because a lot of times the knots throughout the parting don't bleach well. So I'm going to use this hair mousse, and this is a temporary hair coloring styling mousse, and I'm going to use this to touch up the areas that had this bleach spill on the hair. Now I love this option because it comes in many colors. You can get it in black, brown, red, whatever color you want. I will link these below, and I just take a small brush and brush the roots of the hair. That way it will mask any overspill of that bleach. Now this is temporary. I would recommend, if you are not good with hair color, to use a temporary fix like this, because permanent hair color, if you get it on the lace, it is stained. This will stain, but I think it will wash out too. So if you want more tips from me, don't forget to click that subscribe button and become a part of my Precious Squad. That way you won't miss any videos from me. One thing I did notice is this side of the wig seems a little bit more volumized compared to the others. So when I have this problem, I will tweeze out some of the hair. And this also helps for your wig to lay as flat as possible. And this is a straight hair wig, so you definitely do not want any bulging right there at that part, and you want it to lay flat. I'm also going to take out some hair in the back because right there where the wefts and the lace is, there is like a lump right there from the hair just sticking up. So I'm taking out some hair so it can lay flat there, and then I'm just kind of going around the hair and just tweezing out little hairs. So now the wig is ready to be styled. In this video, I did just decide to blow dry the hair and also just straighten it out. Now, if you want to see more pictures, make sure to follow me over on Instagram. I will link my Instagram below. I did let the hair dry till it was about 80% dry before I took this blow dryer to it, because I'm a person that loves to air dry my wigs, but I needed this wig like ASAP. So I definitely took the dryer to it, and I'm using a Dyson dryer. I will also link that below. So I'm just going to go ahead and straighten it out, and then we are going to jump into the wig application. I'm going to show you how I apply this wig with the bow hole adhesive. And so I want to make sure this wig is flat as possible before I apply it. So I'm just taking my hot comb and pressing out the edges of the hair. Now, as you can see, the hairline looks so good. I absolutely love the way everything is looking right now. So I'm just doing my fine tuning to the hair. Like I said, this is a perfectionist application. You do not have to be this perfect with your wig if you don't want to, but I wanted to show you guys what it's like to get the perfect wig application and how many steps you have to take if you want that application. Now, this wig did come pretty good, so you don't have to do all these steps if you're not a person that wants to take all these steps to apply your wig. This is not for the lazy girls. These type of steps is not for a lazy girl application, okay? But I wanted to share this because I get so many questions on how I get my wig to look so natural, and it takes a little bit of work. It really technically only took me about 30 minutes to do all of this, to be honest with you. Yeah. So now we're at the next day because I was planning on wear this wig for my birthday vacation, which I did. And now the last step before I apply this wig is just to make the lace match my skin complexion. Even though this lace is suitable for a lot of skin tones, I still like to take some color to it. I'm taking a foundation and applying it right to the hairline of the wig first, and this is going to help that lace melt when I go to apply it, and it's going to match my complexion. Now, you do not have to do this if you don't want to, but if you do, make sure you are using a foundation that is the color of your forehead. That way that lace can blend. So, all right, so now it's time for the application, and as you can see, everything looks so good. However, I do have some brassiness to some of the knots, so I'm going to take this eyeshadow color and apply it to the parting and also around the hairline wherever I see that orangey tone. And this right here is also going to help everything just melt when I go to apply it. Now, as far as my hair underneath the wig, I do have it flat as possible. It does not matter what your hair is like underneath the wig, as long as it is laying flat. It can be in a ponytail, it can be in cornrows, it can be in flat twists. As long as it's flat, you're going to get a natural application. So let's jump right in using the bow hole adhesive. Now, this adhesive is real wig glue. I don't feel like it's beginner friendly to use wig adhesives. I would recommend the Got2b spray for beginners. However, I'm going to show you how I do it. So with a clean forehead area, you want to make sure your hair is pushed back off of your head, off of your forehead, not off of your head, and apply a thin layer to one section of the hairline. That way you won't have too much going on. Once that dry clear, as you can see, you apply a second and then third layer, and then you press the lace onto this adhesive. Only press it down once it's dry clear, otherwise you will end up with white spots all over. And then I'm using this razor to cut away the lace. Now, the reason I'm using the razor is because I can get as close to the hair strands as possible without leaving any lace that is going to be visible. And this is more detailed. If you are not a wig pro or have done this several times, I would recommend starting out with the scissors. But if you feel like you can do it, take that razor and get as close to those hair strands. It's going to give you the most natural lace melt. I'm telling you, it looks so good once it's done. Moving to the next section, I'm applying a thin layer of that adhesive, and I'm going to let it dry until it's clear. And then I'm going to apply a second and then third layer, doing the same exact steps, and then apply that lace down. Now, you can cut your lace off prior to doing this, but I really think you can get the best application by leaving the lace on and cutting the shape of the hairline with that razor. So now I'm just pulling it down. And of course, you want to use something flat and press that lace onto that adhesive. Now, I didn't mention this, I do have on a wig cap, but I did cut off the elastic part of that wig cap, and then I sprayed it with the Got2b spray so it can stay on my head and let that dry, and then I applied my wig. Everything in today's video will be linked below in the description box below this video. You can click the show more button and it will show you all links to everything that I'm using. Now I'm going to tie down the hairline for about 30 minutes. You definitely want to do this step. That way you can flatten everything down and also make that adhesive cure. Alright, so now this is how everything looks. As you can see, that lace is melted. Now I do have some cleanup I need to do from the wig adhesive, but you just take a little bit of rubbing alcohol and it'll clean away any white residue that you have around the forehead area. But look at that hairline, it is so laid. Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me for today's video. I have been wearing this hair for about 3 days now. I am currently on vacation right now for my birthday weekend. I added some curls to the hair today. Now, I do want to talk about the pros and cons of this hair really fast. Alright, so excuse the background, everything is different. I am on vacation. I just had a facial done, so yeah, that's besides the point. Okay, so the pros about this hair is that it did good all weekend. I'm on my last day on vacation. The only thing about it is it does not hold curls, but that's typical with straight hair. Straight hair tends to not hold curls. So these are the curls I just did probably about 30 minutes ago. Last night I went to dinner and I curled the hair. And this morning I woke up, the hair was completely straight, and so I recurled the hair this morning, and as you can see, the curls are already dropping. The bow hold adhesive, I got a full facial done, and it only lifted on this side, but then, you know, because it is still sticky right there, it does go back down after I tie my hair down. It is stuck again, but she did my whole facial, and when she did my facial, she was all in my hairline with the product, and I promise you that bow hold held really good. And I can tell you now, my hairline looks real good. I'm gonna do a close-up. So this is day 3 of me wearing this hair. I haven't experienced any tangles. Normally I don't do reviews, but since I wore this hair all weekend, I was like, I will go ahead and just add a review. That is all I wanted to update on. So this is the hair. It looks really good. A close-up. So this is the hairline, and excuse my bumps I have there. I did get extractions done, so they are going down, but the hairline looks so good, so very good. And I did switch out my parting to a side part. So if you're going to actually wear this hair with curls, definitely use holding spray. I did apply mousse to the hair prior to curling it, and then I sprayed it with the Got2b blasting spray, because that's the only spray I have on hand right now with me. Yeah. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you found it helpful. Be sure to give the video a thumbs up. See you back in my next video, my precious squad. Mwah.